will put it together for them on the final game of the series.
It is the senior Jackson Turner batting first. That only extra base hit for the Red Storm this year. Fights this one off the hands. Good piece of hitting there to get that one into shallow left field for a one-out base hit. This year they are preseason third in that league. Fair ball up the third base line, and a wise decision there by Lewis. Larry kept the ball in the infield, but there was no chance to make that play. He just eats it. This ball hit pretty well out into left, sinking liner. It's going to get past Williams out there in left, and the Johnnies are going to get on the board as rounding third. They've scored one. They're going to try for two. Relay throw will be dropped at home by Conti, the catcher, and St. John's on the board 2-0. Forrest 6-1. Check swing, appeal down to third, no swing. Ball and 2 strikes here on McMillan. Pitch from Ariola. There's a strikeout in the top of the first. Swing and a miss. There's that high fastball again. Payoff on the way. And Morales with a second chance. Wake Forest roster as the runner breaks from first. Throw down, not in time. That pitch, Morales had that base stolen, Larry, on the pitch rather than on anything Agresti could have done.
It was on the bag, but he just slid right over it, over the top of it.
That's going to be a passed ball, and that'll be a much easier 90 feet for Morales as he's over to third.
And I had to walk all the way into the dugout during BP.
Conrad walks. Monet with 9 RBIs. Runner will break from first, throw down to second, not in time, and 2 stolen bases for 2 base runners for Wake.
Morales was ready to go home if possible.
This pitch line down the line in left. That'll tie the game as it'll be a wide turn at first. Misplay out in left by LeGrande, and that's going to be a double for Wake Forest. And we are tied with the 2 RBI double for Jack Winnett.
You know, there's some guys that just get a little bit different mentality. They get a little different, I don't know if it's a little bit more bear down when there are runners in scoring position, but there are some players that just have a run batted in mentality.
Evening the score, here's the aforementioned off the top of the broadcast, Cade Lewis. Wild pitch in the dirt's going to get Winnett over to third. And able to pick up a couple of free 90 feet opportunities. Here's a grounder that'll get a run home. RBI bounce out, 3 unassisted, but Lewis will bring in Winnett, and Wake has the lead 3-2.
First pitch dinner last year and had the opportunity to ask him some questions during that portion of this dinner.
Called strike 3 on the payoff. Pitch with a lead after giving up that 2 spot. It's going to have to be a throw down to first. Matt Conti doing the catching for Wake today. Throws down to Winnett. That's the 3rd consecutive strikeout for Ariola. Learning how to bounce back after a less than efficient first inning, and now he's going to start the second with the strikeout, and now the 1-out walk to Brienza. Each of the last 2 seasons. Check swing. Tough play here for Wake. Going for the tag. Ariola can't hang on to it, and that's going to be another base runner for the Johnnies, Larry. Called strike 3 as that pitch painted the outer edge. Hits this one pretty well out into left center field. Long run for Conrad, can't get it as it one hops the wall. This is going to score 2, and St. John's will get the lead back. Great piece of hitting there by Beebe as he blasted that one, Larry, and the park barely held it. Morning Star with a payoff, low and away, so the walk will keep the inning going for St. John's. 2 on the bases. Called strike 3. Delayed call coming from behind the plate. Rips this ball on a line to right, and we're tied.
Well, that didn't take long.
Both in regards to the duration of this inning and the duration of that baseball clearing the fence in right. That was a bullet over the fence.
Yeah, that was crack. See ya. It's a great sign from a team perspective that you bounce back that quickly after giving up a lead. So, yeah, not much question about that one. He knew it, watched it just a little bit, but I'll tell you during the commercial where I was in my class standing.
There you go. Good piece of hitting there by Orban to get it down the line. It'll drop in for a 2-out base knock, and the inning will continue. Brienza is going to be aboard. That one comes up and in, and this pitch gets back to the screen. Both runners will move up. Curveball gets him there as Morningstar fired up after that strikeout.
Relieving and stretching yourself out, pacing a little bit more. Easy base runner there. There's a bunt coming here. Which side will he go?
Rafe Stanger at third, creeping in. Good bunt down. It's going to be grabbed by Marinaro. He'll complete the play, but a nice job, Larry, by Javar Williams. Get the sacrifice down and move Conte over to second base.
Yeah, got it down perfectly. And
Grande well shallow in left. This ball instead ripped into right field. Grabbed over there. They're going to wave the runner around. Throw will be cut off and not relayed in. Wake has the lead back. As you said, Larry, Morales has more pop than they think. That ball solidly struck to right field. This ball clubbed opposite way, high into the air, out towards right, at the track at the wall, and Bernardini will watch it gone. Two-run Oppo blast for Merrick Houston. And Wake leads 7-4.
we talked about there being a little bit of chirping going on between these two teams. Merrick Houston with a little bat flip towards the St. John's dugout. He knew it was gone right now. He knew. And there's the flip. Well out. And here comes Mike Hampton.
Don't call NORAD just yet. Good pitch on the payoff there by Morningstar to get the strikeout. Crowds the plate on the right side. See if the park holds this one, as Winay at first is going to give way. Now who wants it? It's going to be Morales. Great play as he hangs on going to the turf.
If you haven't seen it yet, come check it out. You can have some fun out there.
Swing and a miss. It's going to have to be thrown down to first, but play made. Back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings by Blake Morningstar last year. He's preseason all Big East this year, but he's down on strikes there. Strikeout number 6 for Morningstar. And this ball hit. Great diving catch, though it's short. Merrick Houston taking away a base runner. Just ahead of the pitch clock. The pitch cut on and missed. Make that 7 strikeouts for Morningstar. 10 straight retired. First pitch to Antonio Morales. A rude greeting for the St. John's right-hander as Morales deposits that into right field. Ring it up just a little more. Hard hit on the ground. To second for 1, over to first in time. Nice defensive play by Luke Orban at short.
In the sand, and they just swam by and they brushed you and everything else. It was pretty weird.
Lewis down on strikes as Metter continues his impressive afternoon in relief.
And the list goes on and on and on of players that helped the program out.
Called strike 3. Metter continues an impressive afternoon. In on the hands, bit of an awkward one, lands behind the mound. Barehanded attempt can't be made by Lewis from third, and that'll be a bloop infield single for John Legrande. McMillan at the plate 0 for 3 today, but he cracks this one in the air deep down the right field line. Is it fair? Yep, and it's gone. Sean McMillan with the first home run of the year for St. John's, first of his career. We got a 1-run game at the couch.
Well, slightly elevated on the outside part of the plate. McMillan with kind of a long swing, but caught up to it and drilled it over the front row of bushes. And St. John's gets to use the chest bump circle in front of their dugout. On the offensive side, 3 zeros in a row for Wake Forest, too.
There's a swing and a miss. Good bounce back there by Johnson to get the strikeout. 0 for 1, been hit by a pitch and walk. Now he's going to get a base hit, a blooper down the left field line. Might be extra bases. He's going to hold up with a wide turn at first, but you never want to run yourself out of an inning. A lot of room on the right side of the infield here for Tucker. Pitch misses. There'll be no throw as Brienza takes second. Tucker out of the leadoff spot, the payoff. That's a well-worked at bat, Larry. This ball hit pretty well out towards right. Scannell going back, and he's got room to make the catch in the prevailing wind. 5-pitch walk here for Scannell. He'll reach base for the 3rd time today. And that pitch misses outside.
You want it to go to 3rd.
That got him. 3-1. Weak chopper grabbed by shortstop. Good throw home. And a nice job in a stretch. Orban to Agresti, Larry, who made the stretch and kept his foot on the plate, 1 away.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would qualify that as a good throw, as it just about pulled Agresti off home plate.
Infield in at every spot, and this ball rocketed up the middle for a base hit. This will score 1, and racing around 3rd, headed for home is Javar Williams. And what do you know, Merrick Houston comes through in the clutch as Wake stretches their lead, and it's 9-6. Something to be said for going through a situation a time or two before, as this ball crushed, but to the fat part of the yard as Tucker all the way back will make the catch. Both runners will tag, throw into second, not in time, as beating the throw, tagging first to second was Merrick Houston. Delay those at bats a little longer. Monet sends this one up the silo into shallow center. Question of who's going to make the call. It is Orban, the shortstop. He's got it. That's the inning. Another payoff on the way. Called strike 3 at the knees, 1 away. To right in that threat. Swing and a miss. There's another strikeout. The 0-2. Got him on the fastball. 1, 2, 3 strikeouts aplenty as Wake Forest polishes off the sweep with a 9-6 victory over St. John's. Larry, this one got interesting late, but the Deacon offense came through when they needed it late.